Fairfield Media presents the FCA Sports Network, highlighting the teamwork and sportsmanship of the Mid-State League high school sports. Today's matchup will test the FCA Knights and their pursuit of excellence and their commitment to perseverance. Tune in, crank it up. Welcome to the FCA Sports Network, brought to you in part by Big Sandy Superstore, Service Master Clean by Todd George, Central Ohio General Surgeons, Scrambler Marie's on Edie Road, Ohio Christian University, Fairfield Medical Center, Innate Family Chiropractic, Bill Palmer Insurance, Spires Paving Company, Home of Joy Farms, Business Solution Systems, Redeemer Lutheran Church, Fairfield County Sheriff Dave Phelan, Fairfield Christian Church, WLRY 88.9, and LancasterOhio.tv.
From Fairfield Christian Academy in Lancaster, Ohio, and the FCA Sports Network. Hi again, everybody. Jack Davidson along with my old pal Ovaltine, Caleb Canberra. As Caleb joins us tonight for tonight's crosstown matchup, Fisher Catholic Irish against the FCA Knights. Here's Caleb with the starting lineups.
Starting today for Fisher Catholic Fighting Irish, Eli Frazier, David Hoffman, Hayden Muckensturm, Parker Brady, and Jacob Burley.
And for the home team, the FCA Knights.
For the home team, we have Brandon Bush, Jacob Thompson, Landon Conley, KJ DeWeese, and of course Colin Blackwell. Colin Blackwell, Brandon Bush, and KJ DeWeese are tonight's seniors, three seniors on the team tonight.
It's senior night, and they honored the three seniors with a nice presentation of flowers. They had a nice encased basketball they each got. Very nicely done. Time your brother becomes a senior, and they'd be giving away cars. CFCA Sports Network on WLRY 88.9 FM, Lancaster, Rushville, on LSN TV, Lancaster Time Warner, and on YouTube at LancasterOhio.tv. Fisher Catholic comes in tonight with a record of 8-9 overall, 7-6 in the conference. Coached by Phil McKnight, familiar name in Lancaster. He's coached by Jack Greathouse, and the McKnight brothers played for the Golden Gales for a number of years. Coach McKnight in the second season for Fisher Catholic. For FCA, the Knights are coached by Roger Hooper, 14-7 overall, 5-4 in the conference. These two teams last met last month. Fisher Catholic coming away with an overtime victory, 50-47. Alan Blackwell coming out, being introduced on senior night. The seniors are being introduced, the last three players. Brandon Bush comes out, and then will come KJ DeWeese. Both teams are represented. The fans are out in force tonight. To our left, the Fisher Catholic Fighting Irish fandom. They won the fan contest in the Eagle Gazette this year. They have their backs turned to the FCA Knights, and the FCA student section has a banner over their student section entitled The Real Six-Man, established 2011. It's a nice crosstown rivalry here.
Oh, yeah.
Tonight's officials are from the Columbus area, Sean Coomer, Ryan Harrison, and Ed Neiswitz. FCA dressed in their home white, red numerals in trim. Fisher Catholic in the road green with the white numerals in trim. FCA will be going right to left on your radio dial. We're ready to go. Ball's in the air. We're underway at FCA. FCA wins the tip. Conley to Thompson. Thompson will step up, fire a three. Hits! Jacob on the board. His first three, 3-0 FCA. Fisher quickly on the attack. Ball goes inside to Jacob Burley. Left post. The left block. Holds. He'll kick it out to Parker Brady. Eli Frazier at the point. On the dribble, Hayden Muckensturm. Muckensturm, right point, goes right side. Now Brady will fire a three. Back to the rim, no good. Rebound, Colin Blackwell gets it out to Jacob Thompson. Kicks it out to Conley. Across the timeline to Bush. Bush drives the lane, kicks it into Blackwell. One bounce, low block, loses it, gets it back. Holds, kicks it out to Bush. He'll fire a three right side. Back to the rim, no good. Rebound tipped by Muckensturm. Held on now. Hoffman has it. He gives it to Frazier. Frazier at the right point. Goes in the corner to Brady. He'll fire a three ball. Rims it good. That was a two ball.
Yeah.
By Parker Brady. 3-2, Knights lead early in the first quarter. Conley goes in the corner to KJ DeWeese. Left side Bush. He'll fire a three. Backboard no good. Rebound Thompson underneath. He'll kick it out to Blackwell. Blackwell to Bush. He'll drive and he travels.
That's the thing the Knights are going to want to avoid tonight is missed opportunities right there. That was two scoring drives they just missed out on right there. Could have gotten out to a 7-2 lead early.
6:34 to go. First quarter play. Knights lead 3-2. Frazier with the basketball. Across the timeline, right-hand dribble. Knights in the 2-3 zone. Frazier left side to Muckensturm, left point. To Brady. Left side on the wing, foul line extended, top of the key to Burley. Burley dribbles, now holds, gets it to Frazier, out to Muckensturm. Muckensturm back to Frazier, he'll fire a three, got it! Eli Frazier in the books, it's 5-3. And there's Conley taking it to the hoop, all the way down and lays it in. Landon Conley, his first two, tied at 5 with 5:50 to go, first quarter play.
There's a streak of white down the side of the court.
Frazier on the left point on the dribble. Eli Frazier motioning, trying to get some motion now. Muckensturm has it on the wing, knocked out of bounds by Brandon Bush. It'll be Fisher Catholic's ball far side.
When as Landon Conley took that ball straight down the sideline. Him and KJ DeWeese are the two leading scorers for the Knights, so those nothing we wouldn't expect in that.
Frazier on the dribble, across the timeline, left side to Muckensturm. Muckensturm foul line extended, goes low block to Burley. Burley backs it against Blackwell, puts it up off the backboard, no good. Tipped in and will go out of bounds FCA's way.
Right here's where the Knights want to get a score here, definitely want to get back up on top.
Landon Conley with the basketball, Muckensturm on him. Across the timeline, goes right side to Thompson. Goes inside now. There's a reverse layup by Landon Conley. Misses DeWeese with the turnaround jumper up and in. And a foul.
Chance for an and-one play right here. Some type of missed opportunities.
KJ DeWeese with his first bucket of the night. Eli Frazier, the guilty party. His first, team first. DeWeese line left, shooting the and-one. Sights it, shoots it. Rims it, no good. Rebound to David Hoffman. Muckensturm kicking it to Brady. Brady now to Frazier between the circles. Right side to Parker Brady. Foul line to Hoffman. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebound by Landon Conley. Conley, center circle, left side to Thompson. Thompson, left point holds, top of the key to Colin Blackwell. Blackwell left side to DeWeese on the left point. Dribbles Now passes to Blackwell, back to Conley. Conley on the dribble, and we got a push on Hayden Muckensturm. Hayden's first, team second, with 4:32 to go. 7-5 the score. FCA up by 2 with the basketball. Thompson bounce pass into DeWeese. Spin move, puts it up and in. KJ with 4, 9-5. Knights lead. Frazier with the basketball. Between the circles, left side to Parker Brady. Brady holds, now kicks it out to Muckensturm. Between the circles, he'll drive, kicks it out now to Frazier. Foul line extended right side. Cross court to Brady. Muckensturm goes inside to Hoffman. Tries to kick it out to Muckensturm. Ball knocked away and it was off Hayden Muckensturm out of bounds. Good play by Brandon Bush. Andrew Gerken getting ready to check in now for Colin Blackwell. Andrew Gerken comes in, averaging 4.7 points per game. Timeout, FCA. 30-second timeout, 4:01 to go. First quarter play, Knights lead by 4 on the FCA Sports Network.
Big Sandy Superstore, founded in 1953. They believe in giving customers the best possible value for the money spent, and if there is a problem, they simply follow the golden rule. This simple formula has stood the test of time. Big Sandy Superstore in Lancaster on Memorial Drive, online at BigSandySuperstore.com. Service Master Clean by Todd George provides cleaning services for Fairfield County. They'll help you get clean and stay that way at work and at home. Service Master Clean by Todd George is proud to demonstrate their commitment to excellence and their promise to do the job right or do it over. Service Master Clean by Todd George. You can contact them at 740-687-1077.
Conley inbounds to Thompson, the backcourt. Thompson now goes right side. KJ DeWeese, FCA's got a little weave going now on the forecourt. And then Conley has it, drives into the lane, bounces off, passes to DeWeese, kicks it out to Thompson. Thompson works off a pick. Brandon Bush fires a three ball, got it! Brandon Bush with his first three. 12-5 FCA up with 3:40 to go. First quarter of play. Eli Frazier with the basketball. Goes right side to Muckensturm on the right point. High post to Burley. Burley with Gerken on him. Goes cross court to Frazier. Foul line extended left side. Parker Brady has it. Back to Frazier. Left wing. He'll back it out. Got Blake Saffel getting ready to check in for for Fisher Catholic. Muckensturm fires a three, no good. Long rebound, and the ball goes off of Parker Brady, out of bounds, FCA's ball. Blake Saffel comes in, 6-foot guard. He will replace Hayden Muckensturm. Landon Conley inbound in front of the FCA bench. We'll get a station ID in here momentarily at the next break. Conley across the timeline. Cross dribble, he stops, pops, hits. Conley with 4, 14-5. FCA up with 3 minutes to go. First quarter of play. Eli Frazier between the circles. Right side to Saffel. Saffel on the wing. Looks into Brody. He kicks it around the horn, and we got a timeout, Phil McKnight. And the Fisher Catholic Irish. FCA up 14-5 on the FCA Sports Network.
Yeah, you're listening to WLRY 88.9 in Lancaster, Rushville, and on LancasterOhio.tv. Central Ohio General Surgeons are physicians who are ready and willing to perform invasive procedures for the wellness of their patients. Central Ohio General Surgeons, your appointment includes time for examination and discussion, so please feel free to ask questions at any time. Central Ohio General Surgeons can be contacted at 740-654-6213. Thank them for supporting FCA Sports. Scrambled Marie's on Edie Road in Lancaster is the place for breakfast, brunch, or lunch. From crepes to paninis, from burgers to salads, they're perfect for lunch breaks, business meetings, and private events of catering. Scrambler Marie's on Edie Road in Lancaster. You'll never walk away hungry. Thank you, Scrambler Marie's, for your support of Fairfield Media. Try saying that 4 times fast.
You're doing very well. You're getting through those spots nicely.
Well, I used to do this a little bit.
2:46 to go. First quarter play. FC up 14-5. Jared Faulkner checks in now for Fisher Catholic. Faulkner, Saffel, Frazier, Brady, and Burley on the court for Fisher. Frazier to Saffel. Saffel on the dribble. Dribbles into the lane, now kicks it out to Parker Brady. Back to Saffel. Saffel between the circles. Holds, and it goes right side to Brady. Foul line extended. Back to Saffel. Left side, Eli Frazier. Holds, out to Brady. Between the circles. Saffel has it. High post to Burley. Inside to Jared Faulkner. Loses the ball. Tries to save it. Goes to KJ DeWeese. He'll kick it up to Brandon Bush. Bush to Thompson. Between the circles, Landon Conley. 2:05 to go. First quarter play. FCA up 14-5. Bush has it. Kicks it out to Gherkin. Gherkin to Conley. Goes inside to DeWeese. Turn around. Puts it up. Left hand in. DeWeese with 6. He's averaging 17.2 on the season. Eli Frazier with the basketball. 16-5 to score. FCA up with 1:43 to go. First quarter of play. Frazier directing traffic between the circles. Right side to Blake Saffel. Foul line extended. Holds. DeWeese on him. Now he's going to back it out to Parker Brady. Left side to Frazier. 1:27 to go. Frazier to Saffel. 3-point line. Kicks it out to Frazier. Frazier between the circles. Thompson on him. Man-to-man D. Kicks it out to Brady. He'll fire a 3. Back of the rim. No good. Rebound. Nice rebound by Saffel. Puts it up. No good, but he's fouled. Blake Saffel with the rebound, and he is fouled by Jacob Thompson. His first, team first. Saffel line right, shooting 2. Saffel with a white 21, the back of the road, green Fisher Catholic jersey. Sights it, shoots it, and hits it. David Hoffman now checks in for Jacob Burley. We've got Hayden Muckenstern checking in for Parker Brady. Saffel good on the first free throw. He's about ready to get the ball again. With 1:11 to go, first quarter play. FCA up by 10, and Saffel makes good on the pair. Saffel with 2, 1:09 to go, 16-7. FCA up with a basketball. Conley goes left side to DeWeese. DeWeese on the dribble. Drives the lane, kicks it out to Conley. Conley drives, kicks it out to Bush. Left side to Jacob Thompson on the wing. Holds. Now he's going to give it to Conley in the corner. Out to DeWeese. DeWeese at the foul line. Drives, spin move, puts it up. In and a foul. Got the preacher's roll there.
Right there, KJ DeWeese. I don't think he's missed yet from inside.
DeWeese with 8, looking for the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Foul is on Jared Faulkner, his first, team third. DeWeese line left, shooting the and 1. 42.6 seconds to go, first quarter of play.
This is something that the Knights are very good at, is shooting well from the 3-4
And
line.
just like that, you jinxed it. Fisher with a rebound. Frazier, long 3, right side, no good. Ball loose on the floor. Hayden Muckenstern picks it up. Gets it to Saffel. Saffel drives, running floater up and in. Blake Saffel with 4, 18-9 to score with 23 seconds to go. FCA up with the ball. Conley, left side to Bush. Top of the key to Gherkin, right side to Conley. Conley, foul line extended. Take it out, dribbles, now he gives it to DeWeese with 7 seconds to go. DeWeese, crossover move, loses the basketball, goes out of bounds. It'll go Fisher's ball with 2.7 to go in the first quarter. 2.7 seconds. Hoffman to Muckenstern, fires at the buzzer, no good, and we got 1 quarter in the books. Timeout on the floor, FCA leads. Fisher 18-9 on the FCA Sports Network.
True definition of hero. Being a hero took a heroic effort.
Every day we bring to our fans the world of sports. We speak of heroes and heroism, but there are days when sports matter little and heroes matter more. These heroes don't hit walk-off homers or buzzer-beating threes. They simply made a plan for what to do when disaster strikes. You never know when you might need to be the hero, because you never know if today is the day before a natural disaster. Prepare, plan, be a hero. Visit ready.gov.
Canberra 18-9, FCA leads, starting the second quarter of play. Caleb, what have you noticed?
Well, one thing I've noticed as a big thing is both teams are playing relentless defense. It's Fisher Catholic has given up 18 points, obviously, given up more, but the one thing I've been noticing is they've been playing very tough defense where they're not giving anybody any space to do anything with. And I think that's where you get players like Landon Conley and KJ DeWeese who are making plays, especially we saw KJ DeWeese make several plays where there wasn't much of anything on the inside.
So start of the second quarter would be Hoffman, Frazier, Muckensturm, Faulkner, and Saffel on the court for Fisher. Thompson, Conley, Bush, Gherkin, and DeWeese for FCA. Fisher with the ball, left side to Muckensturm, nice save. There's a fadeaway jumper by Hoffman, no good. Thompson with a rebound, kicks it out to Bush. Bush across the timeline on the right side, stops, gives it to Landon Conley, right point. Conley with Muckensturm on him, gives it to Thompson between the circles, back to Conley, right side to Bush. DeWeese has it, goes inside to Conley with a quick touch shot, misses it, rebound to Fisher. Saffel has it, foul line extended right side. Muckensturm goes to Frazier, left point. Looks back to Coach Phil McKnight, and they'll direct traffic here. 18-9 to score, FCA up with 7:08 to go in the first half. These two teams met before. FCA took a large lead in the first half, only to be outdone by Fisher with a comeback. Fisher won by a score of 50-47 in overtime. We have a travel on the play by Saffel, and the ball will go back to FCA. Thompson will inbound in front of his own bench to Landon Conley. Under 7 to go, first half of play. Conley across the timeline. High post to DeWeese. Top of the key, holds, right side to Thompson. Works off a pick of DeWeese, back to DeWeese. DeWeese fires a jumper, back to the rim, no good. Gherkin almost went over the back. Rebound to Jared Faulkner, he gives it to Frazier. Eli Frazier left point to Blake Saffel. Holds on the wing. Now he drives, kicks it out to Muckensturm, back to Eli Frazier. Frazier at the point, works off a pick, drives, floating jumper up, no good, rebound loose. Faulkner has it, puts it up, and he's fouled. Jared Faulkner will go to line right, shooting 2.
I'm surprised that didn't go in. That looked like that was going to go in too for him.
Jared Faulkner, quite an athlete for Fisher. I'm surprised it didn't go in 2, Caleb. But Faulkner shooting 2, hits the first. Faulkner, 6'2" junior, in the book with his first point. 18-10 the score. FCA up by 8. Faulkner again, banks it in. Faulkner with 2, and it's 18-11. FCA up with the basketball. Conley, right side to Bush. Foul line extended. Holds, now he dribbles, gives it to Conley, top of the key. Holds, Muckensturm on him. He's going to dribble, spin move, works his way into the lane, tries to kick it out, intercepted. Faulkner down to Saffel, drives, puts it up, no good. Rebound to Faulkner, loses it, and he's fouled. Foul is on FCA. KJ DeWeese. It's KJ's first, team third. Frazier will inbound to the right underneath his basket, holds, gets it to Faulkner at the foul line. One dribble, puts up a floater, up and in. Jared Faulkner with 4. 18-13 to score. FCA up with 5, up by 5 with the basketball. Conley a crossover move. Thompson inside to DeWeese. Double team, bounces out of trouble. Now he gives it to Thompson. Thompson, top of the key to Bush. Conley to DeWeese, top of the key, holds. Now he's going to dribble, holds, gives it to Jacob Thompson. FCA, after a fast start, is trying to find its rhythm offensively now. Thompson dribbling on the right point. Gets it to Brandon Bush between the circles. Passes to Gherkin off his hands. Hoffman with the steal. Across the timeline, right side of Hayden Muckenstrom to Blake Saffel. He drives baseline, stops, gets it out to Hoffman. Back to Saffel on the right side. Saffel to Hayden Muckenstrom between the circles. Under 5 minutes to go. Muckenstrom drives, kicks out to Saffel, and he travels. Connor Stevens checks in now for Brandon Bush. Bush sits down with 3 points, and Stevens on for his first action of the night. Thompson inbounds to Conley. FCA up by 5, 4:50 to go in the first half. Conley between the circles, goes right side to Connor Stevens. On the right point, picks up the dribble, gives it to Landon Conley between the circles. High post to Gherkin. Gherkin back to Conley, fires a 3, rims it no good. Rebound David Hoffman. Hoffman dribbles out of trouble, across the timeline right side. Left side now to Eli Frazier. Frazier at the left point. On the dribble. Works off a Hoffman pick, goes right side to Faulkner, fires a 3, front of the rim no good. Rebound loose, knocked away by Conley, picked up by Faulkner in the backcourt. Frazier dribble out of trouble with 4:05 to go first half. Frazier drives, puts it up and in. Pretty play. Eli Frazier with 5.
I think here soon Coach Hooper might want to call a timeout. His team is halfway through his first quarter, has yet to put any points up on the board.
Conley dribbles to the left side to DeWeese in the corner. Pressured by Hoffman. Dribbles outside now, left point, gives it to Connor Stevens. Stevens drives, kicks it out to Conley. Fires a 3, got it. Big basket by Landon Conley. He's got 7, 21-15. The score, FCA up, Fisher with the basketball. Eli Frazier dribbling on the right point. Thompson comes in to offer some pressure. Now Frazier, top of the key, kicks it out to Faulkner. Goes right side to Blake Saffel. Dribbles to the right wing, works his way in the lane, lays it up and in. Saffel with 6, 21-17 the score, 3:03 to go. FCA up by 4 with the basketball. DeWeese goes inside to Gherkin. Power move, lays it up, short. Rebound to David Hoffman. Hoffman dribbles out of trouble, gives to Eli Frazier with 2:50 to go. Quickly across the timeline. Frazier kicks it out to Hoffman. 3 ball, front of the rim, no good. Rebound Jacob Thompson. Thompson will back it off as Coach Hooper calls a play. Conley has it between the circles to Stevens. DeWeese to Gherkin, now to Stevens. And we got a foul on the inside. Foul is on Fisher Catholic's number 10, Eli Frazier. It's his second, team 4th. We've got Jacob Burley coming in as well as Parker Brady for Fisher. Saffel sits down and Hoffman sits down. Saffel sits down with 6. Hoffman sits down scoreless. Now we also have coming in Zach Dryden for Hayden Muckenstern. Ball inbounded Gherkin to Thompson. High post DeWeese. Inside to Gherkin, puts it up, gets the roll, puts it in. Andrew Gherkin, his first 2, and it's 23-17. FCA up by 4 with 2:10 to go, first half of play. Stay tuned at halftime to talk to Coach Ben Bethel, girls basketball head coach here at FCA. Burley, low block, left side, kicks it out to Parker Brady. Fires a 3, got it. Parker Brady with 5, 3-point lead for FCA. Gherkin, high post to Stevens. Stevens on the right point. Spin move, holds it, gets it out to Thompson. Thompson to Conley. Conley drives, he gets tripped, then he's fouled. Foul is on Fisher Catholic's Parker Brady, his first, team 5th. Hayden Muckenstern now checking in for Eli Frazier. 1:38 to go in the first half. FCA up by 3 with a basketball. Conley will inbound to the right of his basket. Kicks it out to Thompson. Fakes a 3, dribbles, pops it, hits. Jacob Thompson with 5. FCA up by 5, 90 seconds to go here in the first half. Muckensturm now at the point, center circle, crosses the timeline. Loses it, gets it back, stolen by Conley, ahead of the pack, lays it up and in. Conley with 9, 7-point lead for FCA. With 70 seconds to go in the first half of play. Muckensturm across the timeline, left side. Gets it out to Zach Dryden. Dryden works on the dribble. Kicks it to Parker Brady, back to Dryden. Goes inside to Faulkner. Kicks it out to Dryden. He'll dribble, gets it out to Brady. Brady inside to Burley. Burley at the high post, back to Brady. Takes a dribble, fires, hits. Brady with 7.
Good shot.
FCA up by 5 with under 40 seconds to go. FCA with the basketball. Conley across the timeline, left side to the Weiss foul line extended. Holds. Now he passes. The ball is intercepted by Parker Brady. Lays it up and in. Brady with 9. 3-point lead for FCA. Stevens quickly across the timeline. Bounce pass to Conley. Foul line extended left side. Gets it to Gherkin. One bounce. Lays it up. No good. Rebound to Thompson. The shortest guy on the floor comes out with it. To Conley. He'll fire a long 3. Back to the rim. No good. Rebound to Faulkner. 2-1. He drives. Puts it up. And in at the buzzer. Jared Faulkner with 6. And just like that, the first half is over. Timeout on the floor. FCA leads Fisher 27-26. The FCA Sports Network. Stay tuned. Talk to Coach Bethel after this.
Welcome.
No. Oops. Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Moms everywhere are finding ways to keep kids active and healthy.
Works every time.
Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov.
These waters were woven into the culture of Native American tribes. The descendants of the early Europeans built a business here based on agriculture. And today, this unique destination in the central Ohio countryside comes to life with stories and memories centuries old. The Fairfield County Historical Parks invites you to amazing Rock Mill. Above the falls of the Hocking River Gorge, here together, nature and man have created some truly American stories that you'll want to experience with the entire family. Visit us or learn more about Rock Mill and the largest wooden water wheel in the nation at historicalparks.org.
Here at FCA, Jack Davis along with head coach Ben Bethel of the Lady Knights. Coach, you had a great season. We'll talk a little bit about it. What do you think of that season you had so far?
Well, we're 19-3 right now. Went 10-0 in our league. We played a lot of tough competition, and we went undefeated against Division IV teams this year so far. And you know, really excited about the season. We had a good season last year, and we built on that and had another good season. So really excited about it.
The selection process for the tournament a couple Sundays ago. What is that like for a coach?
You're really nervous when you have a higher seed. You're not sure who was going to jump on you or where you're going to end up on the bracket. But sometimes I've been a lower seed, and there's really no pressure on you there. You just take the best game possible. But when you're the high seed, I think I was more nervous because when you jump in there, you just don't know who's going to jump on you. So,
what's your strategy going in? Do you have a strategy at all as a higher seed?
Well, this year you can pass one time, and then you have to go in, and I passed to see where the next team went to make sure that they didn't jump right on top of me. But, that's the only little bit of strategy. In the past, you could pass as many times as you wanted, but not this year, just once.
Talk a little bit about your bracket. Worthington Christian chose to play you in the first game, which will be Tuesday here, and we'll have it on the FCA Sports Network. Talk a little bit about Worthington Christian. What do you know about them?
They're really quick. They like to move the ball in transition. They have some big players. Their best players probably around 6 foot. They remind me of us. They're athletic. They're quick. They're going to press. They're going to play a lot of man-to-man. But I think it's a good matchup for us too, having them at home. We prefer usually teams that play man-to-man against us, but and that's what they do. So we're excited about it. They're a good team. We're a good team. It's going to be a good battle.
It'll be a good battle because you're the third-ranked team, I believe, the 3rd seed, and they're the 5th.
We're the second.
You're second.
Second
okay.
seed.
Excuse me. So you usually don't see a 2 versus a 5 early in the tournament, do you?
I would have expected this game in the districts, but it was their choice. We went into the bracket, and then they jumped on us. So.
And you got the home court advantage, so that's going to play in your favor, along with senior leadership. Let's talk a little bit about your seniors before we leave. You had some great senior leadership this year. Why don't you talk about your seniors?
Well, we have 4 seniors. We have Leah Custer, Lauren Austin, Michelle Tedrow, and Mackenzie Johnson. They provided a lot of senior leadership for us, and we're really going to miss them next year, of course. We always miss our seniors. But they put a lot of time into this over the offseason, and they've been good leaders for our team. So we're going to miss them. So. Okay,
so FCA, the Lady Knights play Tuesday against Worthington Christian. If you win that game, then when do you play?
We would play Saturday at home versus Shekinah, a team we played last week. So someone we are familiar with, and if we win that game in the districts, we would play Fisher Catholic or Madison Christian.
Okay,
so the winner of that game.
All right. Game time Tuesday night is what time?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. So come on out and join us at 7 o'clock. The FCA Knights, Lady Knights, take on Worthington Christian. Thanks to Coach Bethel, and fine season.
Thank you.
Congratulations, and wish you well. We'll be back with the second half after this on the FCA Sports Network.
When it comes to choosing a school, parents who want the best education for their students look for academic excellence, skilled teachers, a safe school that encourages their values. Students want a school with competitive athletics, unique opportunities, and friendships that last a lifetime. Fairfield Christian Academy, the place where parents and students agree. Enrolling now at fairfieldchristianacademy.com.
Vince, they're really cracking down on safety belts these days.
What's up, officer?
I'm giving you a ticket for committing an 811.
Safety belt violation.
Compliments of Barney Fife.
We never wear safety belts. We're dummies.
Weisenheimers.
He gave us a ticket.
Man's got to do what he's got to do.
In 1929 in Chicago, a gentleman by the name of Marion Wade, former minor league baseball player, started the company. It was just a moth-proofing company then. In 1952, it expanded to carpet cleaning and pioneered what is now called outsourcing. And the Sidwells wanted a community that had a lot of churches, had a lot of soccer opportunities where kids love soccer, and a good Parks and Rec department, so they chose Lancaster. And so in 1980, they moved the franchise here in Lancaster to 6th Avenue. But then in 2002, Todd George, current owner, purchased the franchise from them. And in 2004, he bought a building that's on Mulberry Street, and that's where the franchise is located currently. I'm Jay Johnson, General Manager of Service Master Clean by Todd George, where we guarantee if it's not done right the first time, we'll do it again.
Service Master Clean by Todd George, 740-687-1077, 740-687-1077.
The people I looked up to weren't upstanding citizens, and so I didn't feel any need to be either. In drugs, 16, fighting all the time. Took a gun and stood in the middle of the street. Got put on a gang list, just saw the lady panic and freak out. Just this misfit of a person. I was really in a dark place. And then it kind of hit me like, somebody thinks I'm significant.
These waters were woven into the culture of Native American tribes. The descendants of the early Europeans built a business here based on agriculture. And today, this unique destination in the central Ohio countryside comes to life with stories and memories centuries old. The Fairfield County Historical Parks invites you to amazing Rock Mill. Above the falls of the Hocking River Gorge, here together, nature and man have created some truly American stories that you'll want to experience with the entire family. Visit us or learn more about Rock Mill and the largest wooden water wheel in the nation at historicalparks.org.
Back here at FCA and the FCA Sports Network, along with my old pal Oval team, Caleb Candris, Jack Davidson. Caleb, what are you doing now? You're a proud alum. Where are you working?
I work at Best Buy.
Work at Best Buy. Very good. That's why you got a T-Mobile T-shirt on here.
Why do I got one?
Yeah.
Well, I have T-Mobile.
Oh, you have T-Mobile.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll give Best Buy a shout-out because you work there. Next year they can pay for the spot, right? What's your impressions of the first half here?
Honestly, I think they're pretty even in terms of size. Fisher Catholic had a bit of a lackluster first quarter. FCA really did a really good job in the first quarter, and meanwhile, it was the exact opposite in the second. I can't imagine Coach Hooper is at all happy with how his team played in that second quarter, getting outscored 17-9 in the second quarter.
So FCA up by 1 to start the third quarter of play. And they will start the half with the basketball. Leading scorer for Fisher Catholic, Parker Brady with 9. Blake Saffel and Jared Faulkner both have 6. Eli Frazier with 5 for FCA. Leading scorer is Landon Conley with 9. KJ DeWeese with 8. Brandon Bush has 3. Jacob Thompson with 5. And Andrew Gherkin 2. Colin Blackwell has played but has not scored. 27-26 the score. Here at the start the third quarter of play.
Well, the story for FCA today so far, honestly, in that second quarter was missed opportunities. Had several opportunities where they could have on breakaway, scored some big points, really did a good job of extending their lead. Had a couple free throws they missed. Those are things that they can't do here in the second half if they don't want to repeat that overtime loss they had earlier this year.
You give Fisher credit. They really stepped up their defense,
really
like you said.
They
started slow, but they had the better of play in the second quarter. So Bush inbounds to Conley, and we're underway, third quarter of play. Conley, right side to Thompson. Thompson goes inside to DeWeese, gets bumped by Hoffman, no call. DeWeese holds, kicks it out to Thompson. Back to DeWeese, right side. DeWeese on the wing, bounce pass into Gherkin, turnaround jumper, short of the rim, no good. David Hoffman with a rebound, gives it to Eli Frazier, saves it to Hoffman, back to Frazier. Frazier going right to left on your radio dial, across the timeline, right side to Jared Faulkner. Faulkner holds, gets to Parker Brady between the circles. Eli Frazier has it left point. Blake Saffel in the corner, three-point arc. On the dribble. Fisher with Frazier with the basketball. Gives it to Faulkner on the right side to Brady. Coming up on 7 minutes to go, third quarter of play. Neither team has scored here in the third quarter. Frazier with Bush on him. Gives it to Faulkner. Back to Frazier. Fires a 3. Got it. Eli Frazier with 8.
Fisher Catholic takes their first lead of the game.
29-27. Bush has it, foul line extended left side. Will back it out, gets it to Jacob Thompson between the circles, right side Landon Conley. He'll drive, puts it up, and he's fouled. Foul is on Parker Brady. To second, team first.
Landon Conley shooting about 73% from the line. Definitely the guy they want shooting free throws for him.
Landon Conley, line right, sights it, shoots it, and hits it. Conley in double figures now with 10. Hayden Muckenstern comes in for Parker Brady. Brady sits down with 9. Muckenstern comes in scoreless. Conley, line right, 29-28 the score. Fisher up. Conley back to the rim, no good. Rebound to Jared Faulkner. To Hayden Muckensturm. Muckensturm in the backcourt, across the timeline in the forecourt, left point. Now it goes between the circles. Right side, Eli Frazier. Frazier holds to Saffel in the right corner. Cross court to Muckensturm. Muckensturm on the wing. Bounce pass, David Hoffman in the corner. Saffel. Faulkner kicks it out to Frazier, drives, puts it up, no good. Rebound David Hoffman to Faulkner. Fires a jumper, back to the rim, no good. DeWeese gets the rebound, fouled, no call. Gets to Bush. Bush across the timeline. Stops to DeWeese. DeWeese between the circles, top of the key. Landon Conley has it. Conley to DeWeese, backs in, turns, puts it up and in.
Wow. KJ DeWeese making something out of nothing.
DeWeese with 10, 30-29 the score. FCA up by 1, 5.5 to go. Third quarter of play.
Well, that was the thing that was missing in that second quarter from the Knights offense, was KJ DeWeese making a lot of that.
Timeout, Phil McKnight and the Fisher Catholic Irish. 5:21 to go. Third quarter of play. FCA up by 1, 30-29, the FCA Sports Network.
Ohio Christian University is committed to offering a complete education that develops students intellectually, professionally, and spiritually. OCU offers degree programs for traditional undergraduate students, graduate students, and adult students, and online students. Ohio Christian University is located in Circleville and can be found online at ohiochristian.edu. Fairfield Medical Center, people you know, care you trust. FMC is people you know, offering quality care you trust, serving residents in Fairfield, Perry, and Hocking County, and employing more than 2,000 healthcare professionals. Fairfield Medical Center is proud of its role in the community, providing full-service general acute health services, and visit them at fmchealth.org.
Saffel inbounds to Hoffman, gives it to Frazier at the right point. Frazier between the circles to Saffel. Saffel works off a Hoffman pick, goes inside to Jacob Burley, who's in now, turns around, kicks it out to Frazier. He'll drive baseline, stopped by Gherkin, kicks it out to Muckensturm, fires a three, got it. Hayden Muckensturm with his first bucket. It gives Fisher a 2-point lead with under 5 to go, third quarter of play. Conley, right side to Bush. Bush holds. Now he's on the dribble. Between the circles, stops, gives it to DeWeese, inside to Gherkin. Gherkin, turnaround jumper, good. Gherkin with 4, 32 all. Frazier across the timeline, drives right side, puts up a running jump, a layup, no good, rebound loose. And we got Jacob Thompson with the rebound, and we have a foul on Eli Frazier. His third. Team second. Conley with the basketball in the backcourt. Muckensturm providing the pressure. Conley. Left side to Jacob Thompson. Top of the key to Gherkin. Right side to Conley. Conley holds. Tries to get it to Bush. Loose ball. Thompson has it. Dribbles. Goes right side to DeWeese in the corner. DeWeese will back it out. Conley has it. Right point. Loses it. Gets it back. Conley drives. Kicks it to Gherkin, lays it up and in. Good power move by Andrew Gherkin. He's got 6, 34-32 with under 4 to go, third quarter of play.
There's that inside play again that was missing in the first half from Fairfield Christian.
FCA up by 2. Eli Frazier at the right point. Goes left side to Hayden Muckensturm. Muckensturm holds left corner to Saffel. Saffel drives, kicks it out to Burley. High post. Frazier with a long 3. Back to the rim, no good. Bush will let it go out of bounds. It goes FCA's way.
Got to give credit where credit's due. Fisher Catholic's been doing a really good job outside the arc today.
They have a lot of good athletes.
They really do.
Eli Frazier sits down. Zach Dryden comes in. Dryden was one of the top soccer players in Fairfield County. He's guarding Landon Conley now. Conley, crossover dribble. Goes right side to DeWeese. Puts it up and in, and a foul. Fouls on Jacob Burley, his first, team third.
And KJ DeWeese missed earlier from the line, but that's very uncharacteristic from him, shooting 74% from the line this year.
Faulkner in, Burley out for Fisher. DeWeese line right, looking for the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Sights it, shoots it, rims it, no good. Gerken with a rebound, low block, puts it up and in. Andrew Gerken with 8. 38-32 with 3:17 to go. Third quarter play. FC up by 6.
I think Coach Hooper will take 4 over 3 every time.
Absolutely. Muckensturm, right point, picks the ball up. Gets to David Hoffman, bounce pass to Saffel, fakes a shot, drives, puts it up and in. Nice pump fake by Blake Saffel. He's got 8. 38-34. Conley quickly across the timeline, puts it up, no good, but he's fouled on the drive. Zach Dryden, I believe, will be the guilty party. Dryden's first, team fourth. Landon Conley line right, shooting 2. Conley sights it, shoots it, and hits it. Landon Conley with 11. Tell you what, Fisher Catholic is very impressive tonight.
Yes.
Their program was down a couple of years ago, and Coach McKnight came in, and he's really revived it.
He really has. I mean,
Conley misses the second. Rebound, DeWeese. DeWeese will dribble out of trouble. Picks up the dribble. Gets it to Bush between the circles. Works on Dryden. Stops at the foul line. Gets it to Jacob Thompson. Thompson, left side to Bush. Fires a 3. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound to Jared Faulkner.
Well, that's what Fisher Catholic's been doing really well tonight. They've been playing very tight defense.
Saffel fires a 3 from the corner and hits.
And hitting from beyond the arc. They've been doing that a lot too.
Got 11, 39-37. FCA up by 2. Steal by Saffel. Length of the floor, lays it up and in. He got fouled and they didn't call it. Saffel with 13. We're tied at 39.
And just like that, a 5-point lead is gone.
High post to Gerken. Gerken drives, kicks it out to Thompson, fires a 3, front of the rim, no good, loose ball, goes to Zach Dryden. Behind the back dribble, the Hayden Muckensturm, left side, fires a 3 and hits it. Muckensturm with 6, 42-39.
I think the Knights need a timeout, get a chance to regroup. Just gave up 8 straight points.
Thompson, left point, top of the key, Gerken. Conley inside to DeWeese. Puts up layup, no good, foul, no call. They're letting them play tonight, getting ready for the tournament, I believe. There's a lot of banging out there, a lot of fouls they're not calling. Saffel to Muckensturm. Muckensturm works off the pick, fires a jumper, no good, rebound DeWeese. Gets it to Thompson. I want to say that there are a lot of fouls they're not calling on both teams.
Yeah, they are. It's been very even on both sides.
This has been evenly officiated, but there are a lot of fouls that are being not called that kids are getting away with. DeWeese, low block, turns around, puts it up, no good. Ball out of bounds, Fisher's way. DeWeese got bumped, no call. 51 seconds to go.
And this is where FCA needs to tighten down on defense, get a stop here and get a couple points, maybe get a 3, maybe a 2, just get something going.
Saffel with the basketball, right point, 40 seconds to go, third quarter. FCA down by 3. Hoffman, high post, gives it to Dryden. He fires a 3, backboard, no good. Loose ball comes down to DeWeese, gets it to Bush. Up to Jacob Thompson. He'll drive on Dryden, puts it up. In! A rainbow shot!
I think that went over the back.
Thompson with 7. Fisher with the basketball. Saffel across the timeline. Work between the circles with 10 seconds to go. Saffel with Thompson on him. Saffel stops. Gets it to Dryden, back to Saffel, 2 seconds, 1, puts up a jumper at the buzzer, no good, timeout on the floor. Fisher Catholic leads FCA 42-41 on the FCA Sports Network.
Get out to the forest.
Let the kids connect to their roots. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah!
Woo-hoo!
Hey guys, wait up! And discover the wonders of nature with your family.
These trees are the key to our way of life.
Fresh air.
What a glorious morning!
Clean water.
Woohoo! This is great!
An endless forest adventure.
Let's rock this jungle!
Yo, this is untapped territory.
How amazing!
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
He's a timeout the whole game.
There's the real sixth man, established 2011, the FCA students section. Making a statement tonight. They lost out in the Eagle Gazette six-man competition. They showed up in force tonight. They've always showed up in force. Good student body turnout by both teams.
Yes.
It's hard to find a parking spot here tonight coming in.
Yeah, that's got to know where to park there.
Along with Caleb Candra, Jack Davidson here on the FCA Sports Network as we head to the fourth quarter. Fisher leads FCA by a score of 42-41. It'll be Thompson, Conley, Gherkin, Bush, and DeWeese for FCA. Muckensturm, Frazier, Hoffman, Brady, and Faulkner in for Fisher. Fisher starts the fourth quarter with the basketball. Ball goes backcourt to Eli Frazier with Landon Conley on him, and we're underway. Frazier between the circles, picks up the dribble, right point to Muckensturm. Muckensturm on the dribble. Eli Frazier, foul line extended right side, top of the key to Faulkner. Will give it back to Frazier. Coach Hooper imploring the troops to extend the defense here, as Fisher will be very content to get an excellent shot with the lead. Ball goes inside to Parker Brady, missed a turnaround layup. Long rebound comes down to Muckensturm. Frazier kicks it out to Brady. Brady fakes a three. Frazier drives, stops, gets it out to Brady. Brady holds to Frazier. Frazier foul line extended. Corner to Faulkner. Faulkner stops. Inside to Hoffman. Pretty play, lays it up and in.
Definitely good offensive movement from Fisher Catholic. Something they've been doing very well on that.
And you take that play out of the pages of the Lancaster Golden Gales and Jack Greathouse. Conley fires a three, no good. Rebound to Bush inside. Nice pass. Gherkin to Conley, and we got a foul on Fisher. Foul's on David Hoffman.
Conley so far, he split both of his free throws tonight. He's definitely going to need to make these ones right here.
Coach McKnight didn't like that call. He thought it was questionable, and to be honest with you, I would agree. Conley, line right, hits a first. He's got 12. Tell you, Hoffman got called for the foul, and there's been a lot worse there than that. Yeah. Conley hits the pair. He's got 13. And that's what's frustrating for a coach is when you see your players get knocked around, they don't call it, and
right.
you get touched like that, they do call it. Parker Brady with the ball. Eli Frazier, right point. Works his way in the lane, kicks it out to Parker Brady. Right side to Frazier, takes a three, got it! Eli Frazier with 11. 4-point lead, timeout, FCA. Timeout on the floor, 6:14 to go in the ball game. Fisher leads FCA 47-43 on the FCA Sports Network.
Doctors Todd and Debbie Hamilton at N8 Family Chiropractic can help you find a true wellness lifestyle in their state-of-the-art facility, Memorial Drive in Lancaster. They can show you the natural way to better health without resorting to the use of expensive prescription medications. One visit to N8 Family Chiropractic will help you see why chiropractic is the safe and effective alternative to back surgery. You can visit them at n8familychiropractic.com. Bill Palmer Insurance is an independent agency that represents many different companies and a wide range of products, including auto, home, farm, business, life, health, renters, RV, boat, motorcycle, and more. They offer prompt quotes at 1-800-244-5734 or online at bpins.com. Bill Palmer Insurance, your one-stop shop for insurance needs since 1977. Spires Paving Company has been serving Lancaster and Fairfield County since 1984. They are a full-service pavement and pavement services company, providing asphalt paving, patching and repairing, crack filling, and stripping for parking lots, driveways, and streets. Free estimates available at 740-653-6837 or online at spirespaving.com.
Listen to the golden tones of Caleb Candra, my partner tonight. As FCA has the basketball. Landon Conley between the circles, right side to Connor Stevens. Goes inside to DeWeese, to Thompson. Inside now to DeWeese. kicks it out to Conley, fires a three, front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Deweese, off his hands. Bush has it, he'll back it out. Bush on the left wing, picks up the dribble, low block to Deweese. Works his way in, puts it up, no, and he's traveled.
FCA has really been struggling tonight from outside the arc. Meanwhile, conversely, Fisher Catholic has no problems from outside that line.
So Deweese with the travel, gives the ball back to Fisher. Frazier across the timeline, Stevens on him. Frazier between the circles, now on the switch, Bush has it. Gets it to Faulkner inside, lays it off to Hoffman, and Deweese ties him up. The ball will go FCA's way.
Good job by KJ Deweese right there.
5:25
at its best.
Yeah, 5:25 to go in the ball game. 4-point lead for Fisher. Bush measures the three. Got it! Brandon Bush with 6. FCA down by 1.
I think he's the only one to hit a 3-point for FCA tonight.
I think Conley has one.
There you go.
Frazier works his way in the lane, puts it up and in, and a foul. Foul is on Connor Stevens, his first. That's the team first. Eli Frazier with 13, and he's looking for the 3-point play the old-fashioned way, line left. Frazier with a white 10 on the back of the road green jersey. Fires it, back of the rim, no good. Stevens with a rebound to Thompson. Kicks it right side to Conley, across the timeline. Conley on the dribble, right side to Bush. Bush looking inside for Deweese. Top of the key to Thompson. To Deweese at the 3-point arc. To Bush, works off a pick. Bush holds to Deweese. Will work off a Stevens pick, gives it to Stevens. Foul line extended right side, landed Conley. Gives it to Thompson. Nearly lost the handle on that. Jacob Thompson with the ball. High post to Deweese. Deweese picks up the dribble, right side to Conley, fires a three, rims it no good, rebound loose, and we got a foul call on Connor Stevens over the back. This second, team second.
Thing FCA needs to remind themselves, it may feel like it's starting to get away from them, but the thing they got to realize, it's only 3 points. You can definitely recover from that.
3-point lead for Fisher. 49-46, 4:15 to go in the ball game. Blake Saffel, foul line center, right side, works off a David Hoffman pick, works his way in the lane, and he tries to kick it out to Faulkner, and the ball goes off of,
not sure who.
Well, they say it went off of a Fisher player. FCA, I think, caught a break there. And we got a timeout, FCA. Timeout, 4:05 to go in the ball game. Fisher leads FCA 49-46 on the FCA Sports Network.
Home of Joy Farms is a 60-acre equine boarding facility located in Lancaster, Ohio. Newly built in 2011, the Home of Joy is accepting boarding applications. They have a fun, supportive, no-drama environment, a busy calendar of events, and experienced management, trainers, and staff. You can learn more and schedule a tour at homeofjoyfarm.com. Business Solutions Systems offer high-value solutions such as network services, IT consulting, IT support, IT services, network services, and more for Columbus, Athens, Lancaster, Newark, Heath, and Zanesville, Ohio. You can learn more at Business Solutions Systems at 740-681-9753 or online at bssi.biz.
4:05 to go in the ball game. Fisher up by 3 over FCA. Thompson will inbound to Conley. It's Bush, Conley, Thompson, Stevens, and Deweese on the floor for FCA. Frazier, Muckensturm, Saffel, Hoffman, and Faulkner on for Fisher. And as you hear Coach McKnight applauding his troops. 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Thompson, high post to Deweese. Deweese on the dribble. Crossover dribble, and we got a call on I guess it was on, I don't understand the call, but it was on FCA, and the turnover goes to Fisher. Muckensturm to Saffel. Frazier has it, right side to Saffel. To Frazier. I think what they called on that turnover is that Thompson stepped out of bounds and then went inbounds, but that's the only thing I can think of. There's a steal by Stevens, length of the floor, lays it up, missed. Oh, wow. Saffel with a rebound, 3:20 to go, timeout, Fisher. 3:18 to go, fourth quarter of play. Fisher up by 3 over FCA, 49-46, the FCA Sports Network.
Redeemer Lutheran Church and Dr. Jack Davidson. I don't know if I've ever met that guy or not before.
I have.
We served the Lancaster area for over 30 years. Located at 1400 Concordia Drive in Lancaster with Sunday morning service at 10:15. Online at redeemerlancaster.org. You can also get safety tips, scam alerts, and keep up with Fairfield County law enforcement services with Sheriff Dave Phelan every week on LancasterOhio.tv. Subscribe to the Fairfield Media YouTube channel and get 15 minutes of This Week with Sheriff Dave Phelan in your inbox. Fairfield Christian Church, serving Lancaster at the corner of Columbus and Whittier Streets near the River Valley Mall. Pastor Trevor Littleton invites you to know Christ, grow in Him, and share His love. Sunday morning services at 9 and 10:45. You can visit them online at fairfieldchristian.org. Keep up with Lancaster, Ohio on the weekly conversation called The Lancaster Perspective with Mike Miller. Mike adds perspective on Lancaster, Ohio business, events, and hidden treasures. It is an informative and engaging TV show on LancasterOhio.tv. You can subscribe to the Fairfield Media YouTube channel and get 25 minutes of the show in your inbox.
Fisher with the basketball, Eli Frazier, backcourt to forecourt. Connor Stevens on him, FCA in a man-to-man defense. Blake Saffel between the circles, works off a Jared Faulkner pick. His way in the lane, goes in the corner, Eli Frazier. Kicks it out to Muckensturm, fires a 3, front of the rim, no good. Rebound, tip to Frazier, puts it up, no good. Tip to Muckensturm in the corner, and they call a foul on Landon Conley. That's Conley's first, team third. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. FCA with 3 team fouls, Fisher with 5. Possession arrow going Fisher's way, 2:54 to go in the game. Muckensturm tries to pass, ball loose, and we got a timeout as a player is down for FCA. That is Connor Stevens. 2:48 to go. Connor got sandwiched down there.
This has definitely been a very physical basketball game.
Yes, it has. This has been officiated unlike any game that we've seen this year, and I think it's getting the teams ready for the playoffs,
right.
The tournament, because in the tournament they're going to let them play basketball, and tonight they've let them play. So Connor Stevens being looked at by his dad, the assistant coach for FCA, as Connor is going to limp to the bench. Gherkin will come in for Connor Stevens. Isaac Nares is already on the bench. He's been like the 6th man for FCA, but he injured a leg the last game. So FCA will play defense. Fisher will inbound. Saffel to Muckensturm. 3-point lead for Fisher. Frazier, double team. Holds, gets it to Muckensturm. Muckensturm works his way into the lane, kicks it out to Faulkner. Faulkner foul line extended right side. We'll go left side now to Frazier. Holds with 2:30 to go. Frazier works his way in the lane, lays it up, and in off the backboard. Eli Frazier having quite a game. He's got 15. 51-46 to score. Fisher up by 5. Conley left side. Top of the key to Gherkin. Gherkin holds, gives it to Conley. Inside to DeWeese. Spin move, puts it up, no good, and a charging foul on KJ DeWeese.
Might raise an eyebrow or two at that.
That is hard to believe.
Especially since he turned around.
Yeah,
he wasn't moving then, he turned around.
That's a move that's been going on all game. So, we're underway again. Frazier to Hoffman between the circles, back to Frazier. Left side to Muckenstern. Muckenstern to Saffel between the circles. FCA is going to have to foul, down by 5. Left side to Muckenstern. Spin move, stolen by Conley. Flips it to Thompson, puts it up, no good. Foul by Hayden Muckenstern. That was a foul. Hayden second.
They called a personal or a technical on that.
Wow, they called a technical on that?
They did.
Oh my goodness. So, Thompson hits the first. Yeah, this is the FCA Sports Network. That's hard to believe that's a technical foul. I didn't think it was a hard foul, but it wasn't technical.
When I watched the ref explain to Coach McKnight, it looked pretty amicable. So I don't know.
We got a timeout on the floor.
They obviously saw something we didn't.
Timeout, and with 1:38 to go in the ball game, we'll keep it right here as FCA's up by 4. So this will be an interesting last minute 38.
Yes, it will.
Coach Hooper is drawing up the play to our right.
I think FCA needs to be sure that they play with a sense of urgency but not panic. That's very important because if they play panic, they're going to have some of those issues that they've had with this whole game. They've kind of been playing. I don't know the word to use for it. I guess manic might be a good word for it.
You want to play under control.
Yes. So
the possession arrow goes Fisher's way. With 1:38 to go, Fisher up by 4, 51-47. FCA with 1 timeout remaining, Fisher with 2. 16 fouls for Fisher, 4 for FCA. As the student section for each side starting to get into it, and now everybody is standing.
Something very important to keep in mind. FCA's missed quite a few very pivotal free throws that would make this literally would be a tied game right now.
Ball inbound to Thompson, top of the key between the circles to Bush. Conley with a 3, front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Jacob Thompson, return, up and in. Thompson with 10. Timeout, FCA. That's their last timeout.
I might have saved that one.
1:26 to go in the ball game. Fisher leads FCA by a score of 51-49. FCA has used their last timeout. Fisher has 2 remaining, and they have the basketball. I want to remind you, today's broadcast is a high school media production by Fairfield Christian Academy. Students broadcasting, students behind the scenes on camera, students producing and mixing. We thank you for watching the FCA Network and listening to the FCA Network on WLRY. Let's get the station ID in now. This is the FCA Sports Network on WLRY 88.9, Lancaster, Rushville. We're doing it now because as heated as this is getting,
I'm sure we'll get the chance.
So hopefully the government is happy. We always want to keep the government happy.
Well, here's the thing. Coach Hooper might have used that timeout early, but as opposed to the North Carolina coach, at least he used it.
Yeah, the late Dean Smith, he held them all to like the last 2 minutes. So FCA will extend the defense. They have Conley, Thompson, DeWeese, Bush, and Gherkin on the floor. David Hoffman will inbound for Fisher. Gets it to Eli Frazier. Frazier dribbles, holds to Blake Saffel. Left side to Hayden Muckenstern across the timeline. David Hoffman in the corner. Holds, passes, stolen by Bush. Bush across the timeline. Gets it to Conley, fires a 3. Got it! Landon Conley with 16. 52-51 with 59 seconds to go in the ball game. Frazier, Muckensturm, Staffel between the circles. Now you see why Coach Hooper took that timeout.
Yeah. Hey, if it brings success, you can't question it.
Absolutely. Jared Faulkner goes left side to Frazier. Drives, puts it up, blocked by DeWeese, and a foul.
That's going to be on Gherkin, it looks like.
Foul is on Andrew Gherkin. His first, team fifth. Line left, shooting 2 is Eli Frazier. 52-51, FCA up, Frazier sights it, shoots it, and hits it. Eli Frazier with 16. He and Landon Conley lead all scores.
If you're listening to this in stereo, you'll hear it very silent on the left, very loud on the right.
Frazier again, sights it, shoots it, got it. Eli Frazier leads all scores with 17, 36 seconds to go. FCA down by 1, Landon Conley has it. Conley crossover dribble, drives, lays it up, no good. Rebound to DeWeese, low block, puts it up, no good. Charging foul, KJ DeWeese. DeWeese's third foul. 26.4 seconds to go, timeout, Fisher. It's a full timeout. Fisher with the basketball, with the lead, 53-52. Possession arrow goes Fisher's way. Fisher has 1 timeout. FCA has no timeouts. Both teams have 16 fouls, so you can look for FCA if they can't get a steal to try to foul quickly.
That charging call, both of those charging calls were seemed a little weird.
No comment.
They are the professionals.
No comment.
They are the professionals.
They're getting paid for this. That's right. It's been a physical matchup.
It has been, yes.
And there's been a lot of calls that have not been called, and
yes.
Some calls that have been called, you just kind of scratch your head for both sides.
I think the thing FCA needs to make sure they do is make sure that they cannot let Fisher Catholic get anything going.
So Fisher will inbound. They're going right to left on the radio dial. They're going to go length of the floor. Gherkin, DeWeese, Conley, Thompson, and Bush on for FCA. Hoffman, Saffel, Muckensturm, Faulkner, and Frazier on for Fisher. Hoffman holds, gives it to Frazier. Frazier, double team, foul, no call, gives it to Faulkner. Faulkner, foul, there's a call. 20.3 seconds to go. Foul is on Jacob Thompson. His second, and it's a team 7th.
Puts Fisher back up in the bonus.
Jared Faulkner line left, he'll be shooting the 1-and-1. 53-52, the Irish up by 1. Faulkner line left, sights it, shoots it, missed it, rebound Thompson. Across the timeline, stops, gives it to Conley, drives baseline, puts it up, no good. Rebound to Gherkin, loses it, gets it back, puts it up, no good. Rebound to Fisher, fouled by Gherkin. That's foul on Frazier with 6.2. The foul is on Gherkin as he fouled Frazier. Let's be clear on that. As Eli Frazier goes line left, shooting the 1-on-1.
Big missed opportunity for FCA.
So, Eli Frazier will try to make this a 3-point lead. Frazier line left, 1-on-1. First one, up, got it. Frazier with 18. I'll remind you, these two teams played earlier in the season. Fisher won 50-47 at Fisher in overtime. Frazier again, good again. Frazier with 19. Thompson on the inbound. Passes, intercepted by Muckensturm. He steps out of bounds. With 2.6 seconds to go, FCA gets a break. Bush will inbound far side. FCA down by 3, timeout, Phil McKnight and the Fisher Catholic Irish. That's their last timeout. 55-52 the score. It's a 30-second timeout, so FCA will get a chance to draw up a play, and Fisher gets a chance to set up a defense. I want to remind you, it's the FCA Sports Network on WLRY 88.9 FM, Lancaster, Rushville, on LSN TV, Lancaster Time Warner, and on YouTube at lancasterohio.tv. Next game will be Tuesday night girls tournament action here as Worthington Christian will take on the Lady Knights. Game time at 7 o'clock. It's the last regular season game for the Knights, and they will head into the tournament in a couple weeks as they will play host to Shekinah Christian here. Bush will inbound. FCA stacks it up. Bush bounces to Thompson, and he gets fouled on the floor. So the foul will be on the floor. Thompson wasn't shooting. And so it's 1-1. Smart play there by Fisher as Thompson will shoot the 1-1.
I'll put FCA in a really weird position.
Well, it's good coaching by Coach McKnight. He knows that if you foul on the floor, it's a 1-1 versus giving Jacob Thompson, an excellent three-point shooter, a chance for a three-point play. First one up, back to the rim, no good. Rebound to Eli Frazier, and that's the ball game. Final score, FCA goes down to Fisher by a score of 55-52. Leading scorer for Fisher Catholic, Eli Frazier with 19. For FCA, Landon Conley with 16. Final thoughts, Caleb?
I think right there, again, Fisher Catholic played one heck of a game tonight. They played really good defense in those back three quarters. Played soft in the first, but definitely pulled it out in those second through the fourth. I think the story of that game is definitely missed opportunities for Fairfield Christian. Definitely had several points, especially off of free throws. Breakaway opportunity with Connor Stevens that was missed. Instances like that puts them up several points ahead. That would be your...
The FCA Sports Network, brought to you in part by Big Sandy Superstore, Service Master Clean by Todd George, Central Ohio General Surgeons, Scrambler Marie's on Edie Road, Ohio Christian University, Fairfield Medical Center, Innate Family Chiropractic, Bill Palmer Insurance, Spires Paving Company, Home of Joy Farms, Business Solution Systems, Redeemer Lutheran Church, Fairfield County Sheriff Dave Phelan, Fairfield Christian Church, WLRY 88.9, and LancasterOhio.tv.